I am Angelo M. Camain from BTLED IA2A, and now I would like to introduce to you the 20 successful entrepreneurs in the Philippines. First, we have Socorro Ramos of National Bookstore. Socorro Ramos entered the publishing and retail industry by working as a sales girl at a bookstore. At the age of 19, she opened National Bookstore in Escolta with her husband with a capital of 200 pesos. Selling books and school supplies to students are their primary goals. At that time, Manila was under the control of the Japanese, who imposed censorship on books and periodicals. To help their business not to lose and to help their earnings to remain, she and her husband came up with an idea to sell other items like candle and soup. After the post-war, it improves the income of the company, ushering in bigger revenues. The Ramoses opened a 9-story building along Avenida. At 95, she still believes in the time-honored tradition of hands-on approach in business. Hands-on approach in business is a must because if you yourself doing your business, it will be hard success for the both of you. She even designed the company's logo herself. The second one is Ed Garcia of Manginasal. He is from Iloilo City. Ed Garcia dropped out of college to pursue his own laundry and photo developing business at the age of 19. In 2003, 26 years old, Sia decided to open the barbecue fast food restaurant Manginasal in Ilonggo for Mr. Barbecue. The first branch was built at a mall parking lot in this home city. But sadly, the restaurant took off. When Tony Kakchung heard about Sia's business, he decided to buy Manginasal for a total of 5 billion. For it not to lose the career that has a big potential in the market, Sia eventually put the sales of Manginasal to other investment like banking and healthcare. This technique will help the company to grow and more. And because of hard work and dedication, at 42, is considered the country's youngest billionaire. The third one is Joe Magsaysay of Potato Corner. The young Magsaysay left school to bus stable, wash plates, and work on the cash register at a fast food chain. In a few years, he became a manager, handling 5 stores with his background and skills in store management. Magsaysay friends asked him to handle a potato corner, of which he has a co-founder. They pooled their money together and started the food cart business in 1992, offering franchises left and right. Today, Potato Corner has more than 550 stalls in the Philippines and around the world. Asyang Reyes, the aristocrat. In the 1930s, Asyang Reyes started the Aristocrat as a mobile canteen in Luneta, serving sandwiches filled with adobo and other Filipinos viands. Hot dog trucks were in vogue at the time. Reyes created her own version of Merenda of Park Gores. Reyes was supposed to name the canteen Andy after her eldest son, but changed it to Aristocrat instead. The canteen prospered and Reyes, her husband, decided to turn it into a full-time restaurant. Next is George Yang McDo. You have to think twice before going into this business. Master McDonald's franchise George Yang tells entrepreneur, it took him 5 years to convince the All-American Hamburger to do business in Manila, and competition was fierce when he finally opened the first McDonald's branch in 1981. After all, he had to introduce the global brand to a local market that already had a long-standing favorite fast food chain. Yang says it wasn't easy, but with the help of his son, Golden Arcs President and CEO Kenneth Yang, the Filipino Chinese entrepreneur, says the key to his success was adapting to the local culture. Ben Chan of Bench. Retail mogul Ben Chan founded Bench with the intention of improving the quality of Manila's retail scene. Chan credits the clothing line's success to a number of things: being picky about celebrity endorsers, having an adventurous attitude in advertising, and making a lot of mistakes along the way. Sometimes, it's just a matter of the market not being ready, Chan tells entrepreneur. Other times, we just didn't get it right. I look at these trials as lab work. You can expect to get the perfect formula on the first try, but then you're also smarter about what doesn't work and you know better the next time. Next is John Gokong Wei Jr. John Gokong Wei's Rags to Riches story is one of the most inspiring tales in the local business scene. His humble beginnings more than 60 years ago include selling soap on his bike and peddling goods in Cebu. Today, he's the chairman and founder of JG Summit Holdings, one of the biggest conglomerates in the country. You have to save money instead of spending all of it. Gokong Wei's tell entrepreneur, look for areas you can compete in. Work damn hard. Most importantly, you have to love it. Andrew Tan. Tan has yet to open the grocery store he dreamed of as a kid. But as the CEO of real estate giant MegaWorld, he can build one every week. He wants to say entrepreneur, Tan's MegaWorld properties and holding is currently estimated at 30 billion, and its affiliate Ampere East Land Holdings is considered one of the leaders in the property sector. His first business venture, the Consolidated Distillers of the Far East, is the third biggest distillery in the Manila. Most entrepreneurs are good salesmen, says this accounting grad who graduated magna cum laude. But a good salesman who is also good at numbers could also become a good entrepreneur. Tony Tan Kak Chung, the chairman and CEO of Jollibee Food Corporation, tells entrepreneur that the country's largest food chain started with just two ice cream parlors in 1975. Today, the Jollibee Group has grown to include Chowking, Greenwich, Red Ribbon, and Deli France, the sale of which will be complete within the year, and has expanded abroad. Soon, the group will also own 70% of Mang Inasal. Kakchon says, the secret of Jollibee's success is sharing. We share our success with people. We give good compensation. We share any honor that comes our way. John Lord Luga. John Lord Luga is the owner of Groom and Brew, which sells minoxidil and a scientifically proven solution for people who wants to grow a beard. It also treats alopecia, a genetic disease causing baldness for men. He also brew his own grooming products such as pomade, balms and oils and perfumes. John Lord shares that he has only using minoxidil for his own beard to grow, but then found the opportunity to earn profit by selling minoxidil. That's when we got into the business. Soon enough, he learned how to brew and started selling his home brew products. John Lord used to be a web developer since he graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Although he is a focus on his business at the moment, he also loves to hang out with his family and friends. He loves sharing insight and business ideas with them. He is also passionate about helping the people within my circle. I want to see them earn too. He explained, my desire is to simply become a blessing to them. Next is Cian Hendrix Romano. Cian Hendrix Romano business is streetwear clothing, which he started last March 2019. He started the business to promote the local industry and to support the local hip-hop scene and movements. This is also one avenue for me to express myself When it comes to art and graphic design, he adds, in this free time, Sian indulges in looking for new artists by randomly listening to their mixtapes. He also surfs the net looking for inspiration. Next is Jairus Ferrer. Jairus Ferrer started an agri-tech company called iFarms Incorporation in 2015 and birthed a flagship digital platform called GMA.page this year, which aims to activate independent family farms and farmer-run cooperatives across the Philippines. Having experience working across the value chain from planting to getting into the market, firsthand since he was 17 years old, Jairus has experienced the actual daily challenges of producing food and getting food to various markets, as well as the hindrances that go along with them. This is when he decided to put his efforts and very limited resources to creating iFarms Incorporation. I told myself, I have to do something about this and create an avenue of solution for the people I work with the agri-sector, he shares. Our goal is to dignify agriculture through tech and not to be biggest but the most effective agri-tech company in the countryside. To get his mind off the rigorous and unforgiving demands of entrepreneurship, Jairus recently decided to divert his attention to calisthenics when his schedule permits. He also likes exploring other parts of the country. Next is Matthew Morris. Opened Camayino Grill 3 years ago and Matthew's Pizza. 3 months ago, he started Camayino because he wanted to pursue his passion for cooking. He also opens up and shares that he used to have a drinking problem. I realized instead of spending hard-earned money on alcohol, why not to start a business you are passionate about? Matthew finished multimedia arts and likes to play badminton as well. Next is Robbie Isa P. Hernandez. Robbie Hernandez owned Big Dip Ice Cream. After graduating from college in 2014, Robbie worked at a local bank but felt that bad side of routine. Worked 2 years and that's when he decided to think of a business concept that would interest him. That's when Big Dip Ice Cream was born. Robbie shares that he loves exploring business knowledge with other business owners. When I have an opportunity to talk to someone of the owners of small business, I find a common place that we stand in. It's what makes me do better expand my knowledge toward different industries, he explains. Jonas Carlo Locsin owns BGR Alley, a small street burger bar along the street of Loyola Obrero that has been around for 2 years now. Along with his partner Diane Margaret Olagar, they decided to put up this business mainly because they both wanted freedom of time. Jonas also personally has a deep passion for food, and burgers are his all-time go-to favorites. Jonas is a computer engineering graduate who decided to shift to the food industry. He loves traveling, surfing, and meeting new people along the way. He is very passionate about two things, food and surf. Eris Noel So Chan. Eris Chan owns Hunger Buster, which has been around for 5 years now. Harry shares that starting the business was actually just for fun. He only invested 5,000 pesos and never thought it would grow this big. The support from our family and friends has been overwhelming and our customers have played an important role in bringing us to where we are now. He says, our employees have been with us every step of the way and I am very grateful to have such a wonderful team. Aries enjoys traveling and exposing himself to new cultures. He is currently taking his master's in business administration in the Asian Institute of Management. Roswa Fajardo Reyes. Roswa Reyes owns a Reyes Pizza Hub, which opened in April 2016. We used to sell different basic pieces before, he shares. I really have the drive to put up my own business. I used to put up a small computer shop before I saw the opportunity in putting up business. I want to earn more, to earn better, and have a better life. Roswell also plays basketball, being a big fan of the sport and a big supporter of Gilas Pilipinas. I can also say I am very nationalistic. Rosawa shares. I also love the sports of boxing. I am a big supporter of Senator Manny Pacquiao and dream of being a boxer one day. Carl Vasquez. Carl has a new clothing line called Bounce Back PH, which began with his struggles in dealing with his quarter-life crisis back in 2017. He opened up. It was a tough year for me because of the failure, loss, heartbreak, and setbacks that I went through. However, I challenged myself and pushed through life despite the difficulties. The following year, I decided that I will start a passion project that will tell stories of hope to those experiencing setbacks in life. I want to be able to tell my audience that they are not the only one dealing with these struggles. I want to reach many people and tell them that they have the inner strength to bounce back in whatever situation life throws at them. As a digital creative, Carl's design reflect optimism, determination, and resilience incorporated in his apparel. With Bounce Back PH, I was able to find my purpose, he says. Carl is also a part of the core team of Albay, Multimedia Arts Convention, the biggest organization in Bicol that celebrates creativity and cultivates the art scene in the whole region. He is also proud for that to his papa, and he loves climbing mountain in his free time. Jiro Reyes. Jiro Reyes takes the lead in Tipsy Lab Mobile Bars marketing, branding, and public relations, a business he and his friends launched in February. Jiro started taking up freelance opportunities and heading Tipsy Lab Mobile Bars marketing because he yearned for something that he thought was most important for one succeed in life. Experience together with my partners, we were able to earn quiet more than we expected while providing priceless memories to all our clients in every event, he shares. During the little time in the week that he has to rest, Jiro more often that spend that time as a cheerleader of the Ateneo Blue Bubble, cheering on his alma mater. Bubble personally taught me dedication, discipline, faith, honor, love, and confidence in oneself, being the cheery on everything I do in work and school, he adds. Lastly, Gerald Perry Marin. Gerald Perry Marin co-founded FOPU Food Powder when he was 23, a business that collects almost wasted fruits and vegetables and turns them into powder to extend its shelf life by up to 2 years, while saving nutrition by up to 90%. The startup brought him to the United Nations, where they won the 2018 UNMGCYU Innovator Award. Gerald shares that he has always been passionate about starting a business. Seeing as he comes from an entrepreneurial family in Nueva Ecija, he started his first business when he was 19 years old, a dessert stall in Ateneo, and then franchised his own milk tea concept stall to 2 franchises before flying to Europe to study master in food innovation and product design in our different European universities. As seen in his business, Gerald is very passionate about the environment. Because of this, he also established Rethink Plastic, an NGO aimed to offer solutions to the world's plastic addiction by engaging the companies and communities through innovation from the production up to waste disposal. He also previously wrote his master thesis on nanocellulose crystal extracted from paper ingredients to create a more sustainable packaging in Land University. In his free time, Gerald does eternal PhD in economics on how Filipino return entrepreneurs are helping to boost the Manila startup ecosystem. That will be all. Thank you. I am Angelo M. Camain from BTLE DIA 2A.